Aries, let's start exploring together. Let's go on this journey and find out what the universe wants to tell you. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Of course, cross watchers. You're going to watch what you're going to watch, right? I suggest that you always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, guys, because if you really want a well-rounded understanding of the energies that you're dealing with, that's the way to go. There's always an extended reading, details, times, places, not usually names. It's a little too personal for a name, but details. That's what you'll find in the link below. But for now, I'm trying something new, guys. And that new is, toward the end of this reading, I'm going to break out the message into career, love, and money. And yeah, career and money are very different, because career is what you create and add to the world and add to your community. It's your vocation. It's your what you've committed yourself to. Lots of times, that doesn't always make you a lot of money. Hopefully it does. That's a happy life when we can make our career what makes us our money, right? But money is actually just money. Like when's it coming in, when's it going out, is it okay, is it stable? Like actual have it in your hand stuff, like that's money. So we're going to go over that later on. And I welcome you guys to join me on Born Without Boundaries. But Born_without_boundaries. Aries. Ooh, you're thinking of the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover from the past. But you're thinking about the past. There's nostalgia here. Oh, of the good old days, the better days, simpler times, the innocent times, when I wasn't so jaded, when the world didn't have such deep, dark shadows. Could be going back. Could be going back to visit people that you love, spend time with people that you love, you know, where you're from, the hood, the original crew. Yeah, almost like networking with somebody from the past. You know, this is two of wands, and both of them out together means that a lot of what's happening in your life is about connecting with your past. Now, is that bad? No, it's not bad. Connecting with your past could just be actually getting back to your truer self. You know, that, like I said, that self before the pile-on of the burdens and the stress and the heartbreaks. Or just literally reconnecting, like you're going home again. You're visiting home, or people from home are visiting you. Around socializing with somebody from your past. It could be a chance meeting on the streets. You know, you moved away 15 years ago and you're in the line at a bank, and what are you doing out here? That kind of run-in. What is this meant to do? Well, we're just starting the reading, so I think like we're meant to go a lot deeper. But how does it feel? How do I feel? Aries, there's a calming impact. There's a sweetness and a melancholy energy that is, it's vibing as a feeling of nostalgia. It's nostalgia, but it's not just in your mind. It's not just you're thinking about. You're actually around these people. This is actually networking, or at the very least, longing for. Could this be romantic? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to get into that specifically a little bit later. What does this say? Does that mean you're softening? If you are, so what? You know, this is not, it's not weakness. Remember, that's not the same thing. Right? Softening and malleability is a strength. Pays to be flexible sometimes. A lot of times. But this is more, it's like thinking of things and thinking of the old days. And maybe even actually reminiscing about them. What's Aries up to? What's going on? Now, usually that happens when what is immediately around you is not meeting those needs. And I don't want to imply anything too early on in the reading, but that's kind of what's happening. Like, I feel that's kind of what's coming out of this right now. Financial and material changes in the heart chakra. So this is you thinking of making decisions that are based more in your heart than they are practical gain or financial gain. Simply because maybe you're at a point in your life where you don't have to worry about money anymore. You know, you're good. But I think more so it's just there's such a heaviness here on that heart chakra. There's a sense of, I want to align my heart chakra. I want to align how I make money with what I feel good about doing. I also want to love what I'm doing. But it's more than that. It's a sense of, I'm willing. This is like, it's almost like you are thinking about going back or moving back or giving up a lot of like creature comforts or even what you would have considered progress for a simpler way of living. Because honestly, there's just too much hustle, not hustle and bustle. There's too much bullshit around you. You're tired of having to fit into these tiny categories or somebody else's lanes in order to feel comfortable. I also see this as abundance. Like it's not, it's almost like there's financial stability. But it's almost asking you, yeah, this is financially stable, but how much of myself do I have to sacrifice for it? How much of myself do I want to sacrifice for it? Aries. I mean, you come to a point where you're mature enough to be able to say to yourself, God, it's not always about being able to drop $1,000 a week and not miss it, is it? There's greediness here too. Maybe somebody all over you or somebody all over your heart. Hold on, let's see. You've awakened, it's like you're noticing new obstacles and challenges. Or these new obstacles and challenges, things are coming up, shit's coming up, causing you a little bit of trouble, a little bit of strife for awakening, to awake you, to shake you awake. And you're starting to understand why there were breaks in your bridges. Why things started to fall down or something wasn't working out. In whatever area of your life that this was happening. It doesn't have to be your whole life. But there's a beautiful understanding that you have right now, Aries. A beautiful understanding. A beautiful awareness that you have right now. Aries. Get to the bottom of this. What is this all about? Time to go. It is time for you to move on. In other words, the universe is saying, Aries, I'm going to intentionally make things uncomfortable because you've stayed here too long. It's time to move. This could be a physical, geographical move. This could be a career move. And this could be a relationship move. Bottom line, you just got your answer. This is what it's saying. It's time to go. Away from who? Away from what? Regeneration. Oh, Aries, this is why you're feeling uncomfortable. You're literally waking up in your cocoon. It's a nasty, murky time, but it's beautiful. It's like giving birth. It's crappy. It hurts, and it must be terrifying for can you imagine? If you remembered your birth, even if you were C-section, that shit's scary. Like, I'm just saying, it's a terrifying time, but it's so gloriously beautiful. Because this is not to destroy you, it's to remake you. And I've been feeling that so acutely, Aries. That sense of the spirit is not trying to bring you down. The universe is not trying to bring you down. It's trying to make you shake all that dead weight. Where are you going? Where are you going? Time to go. Regeneration. You want to rebuild, you want to start somewhere else, start over new, start over fresh. The wonderful thing about this regeneration is that you still maintain your wisdom, because you earned that shit. Nobody can take it away from you. But you got to let the past go. Or maybe it's not the past that you have to let go. But whatever you've planted on top of it to make yourself feel different or feel, successful. We do that to ourselves a lot. This is about cleansing all that shit, shaking it off. What cards do I need? What cards do I really need? I know I must look crazy to you. I'm going to go with my gut. Aries. Battle of the Blues. Yes, you take steps toward a positive change. By shedding what's weighing you down. What are you sad about? The sadness is at that pressure point. The sadness is what's keeping you from being happy. Being basically withheld from what makes you happy. You're starting to feel apart or severed from your true self. Battle of the Blues. And listen, I'm going to say this. Aries, it doesn't feel like anything bad is happening to you. It's just your perspectives are shifting. And you're starting to want different things. Welcome to life, boo. Like, welcome to life. It's not bad. Like, let yourself want those things. Maybe you didn't want this 7 years ago. Maybe you didn't want it a year ago. A lot has happened to us, hasn't it? A lot has changed. So what I want to do, if I could do one thing over here on YouTube, it's to relieve you from the need to punish yourself and the expectation for you to be what you've become instead of what you started out as. Because that person ain't so bad. And even if they were so bad, they've changed considerably. You really are never good. You really cannot go back again. So I don't think that's what it is. I feel like this is you slipping, though, into a state of height, like a state of authenticity. Like that's what this is really about, is about maybe you've lost too much of yourself. Or, listen, your life isn't static. Simply put, what you wanted before, you may not want now. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Nothing. Unless you make something wrong with that. Spiritual protection. I think you feel alone. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. If you have gone in the wrong direction, you are not. That's why it's almost, if you feel disconnected, it's because you've stretched it too far. You've gone too far off path. Get back on path really quickly. But you don't really feel connected. There's a disconnect here. Calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess. You have gone way hard on your work and how good you are at it, and almost like qualifying yourself as a person, your validity as a person, and how valuable you are as a person based on your work, your schedule. You've been filling up your schedule so that you don't feel the loneliness. This loneliness has to be filled, and it can only be filled one place, and I feel like that's why you want to go home again. We have answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. So even though you may not feel that Spirit is with you, Spirit is absolutely with you. And it's acknowledging that you've done great things. In other words, let's translate this into the 3D. You have done great things. And now you're able, because it's like, listen, if you can build a marketing strategy for a Fortune 500 company, you can build one for your own company. That's what I'm saying. Like, translate that into the 3D world, Aries. You can do this on your own. You don't need the safety net of big corporation or an established institution. You're the one that brings them the skill set. Whatever your skill set is. This is a wonderful time for you to kind of like rebalance your health and like your work and life kind of energy. It's almost like there needs to be a little bit more feminine energy here. A little bit more to receive, to allow, including input from others. Aries. Love. Aries in love, please. Aries in love. Aries in love, please. Maybe that's a problem. You don't really feel loved. Even if you're with somebody, it kind of feels like it's too high charged to feel the love. There's too much stress or tension or sadness to feel the love. Aries, love, please. Love. Yeah, somebody feels cold to you. This is the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra male. It's almost like somebody feels just too cold to you. Like it's like like rote. It's not really. There's a lack of passion here, or you feel like there's a lack of passion. But I feel like it's almost like you feel like they are not as passionate as you want them to be. They're very responsible. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're almost like too fair and not enough fun. This is a matured person. As soon as I said fun, you know what happened? The King of Wands popped out. You need passion in your life, and you could need a little bit more putang. You want to feel your spirit burning again in love. You want to feel like irresistible to somebody, like they can't take their hot hands off you. It's good to be friends with your partner, you know? It really is the most beautiful thing, but you got to be a little bit more. You can't just be friends, because then what dignifies them as something special? And there's a sense of like, I don't want you to be my buddy. This is boring me. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, things going really slow, taking your time. This could be you dealing with an air sign. Being very cautious. Maybe somebody's being a little too cautious. Oh, but look at this. There's Two of Cups here. This is not completely lost. This could be a beautiful situation as long as you bring back the loving. This could actually in some ways lead to marriage. And I did not expect that twist. Oh, maybe somebody's dragging their feet on getting to marriage, and that's what's pissing you off too. They're not respecting your needs. At least emotionally. But have you told them what you feel? Because this is some major energy. And you could be thinking to yourself, come on, man. When is that person that is just like right for me gonna show up? Because I've waited too long. Let's see what's going on with career. Career for Aries, please. Career for Aries, please. You're changing your career. You're done with some shit. This is a whole new world, baby. You're done. Like, you're done. And I'm not saying, Aries, you're getting fired tomorrow. But what the World card means is that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're so done with what you've been doing for this many years. You're just exhausted by it. and you're done. The World card means that, universally speaking, you're finished. You got nothing more to learn from where you're at. And so this is a time for a career change. This part of getting your fire back. Because that's what's going on. Aries, you are not blue, you are red. This is a feeling of just like being drowned. Like, come on, you add too much water to fire, what the hell happens? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good look on you. And you want the fire back. And it is. Let yourself change. Let yourself change careers. Let it happen. Money. Let's see what's happening with money, please. Money for Aries. Money for Aries. Money. Money for Aries, please. Money. Money. You got to take the bull by the horns and start making money by yourself. This is entrepreneurial energy. This is the magician. It's not like money just comes out of a hat. No, it's not a rabbit. But you're the magician here. You're the one constructing your finances. Oh, check it out. Industry, 8 of Swords. There's some sort of betrayal, or maybe you getting fired or getting laid off when it came to your job. You know, that big Papa Taurus energy, the guy who's established. The establishment itself is almost like, no, they left you high and dry. And you had to go out on your own, and you liked it. You didn't like the fear. You didn't like not having a paycheck. But something about having to rely on yourself for money. This could have also been they screwed you. They screwed you for some unemployment. They owe you that shit because they left you high and dry. You need to do something about it. Take action. Let's see. Let's see what action you're going to take. Let's also dive deeper into all of these situations. We're going to go over to tarot. And I will see you guys in the extended. Bye.